Depending where you live in the state, public health leaders are literally sounding the alert because of COVID. Some of you receive cell phone alerts about rising cases. Testing sites have long waits again. If it feels like March 2020, wait until you hear this. The CDC now recommends a shorter quarantine. Instead of 10 days, the CDC says people who test positive for COVID can stop quarantine after 5 days, as long as they're no longer feeling sick. The same with people exposed to COVID. There's mounting evidence that shows coronavirus is most infectious in the 2 days before and 3 days after you start feeling sick. It used to be after Christmas, the long lines were at returns and exchanges. This year, COVID testing sites. We've seen long lines in Boulder and Douglas County. The line outside Skyridge Medical Center in Lone Tree was at a crawl, and it closed early because the line was backing up nearby traffic too much. Mako Medical is the lab running tests there and at several sites across the state. A rep from the lab told us they've seen a steady uptick in demand since November, and the week before Christmas was one of the busiest of the year. They were processing up to 1,500 tests a day then. State health experts say with the unprecedented demands for tests right now, it's critical for Coloradans to understand when testing is important and when you should not idle in that line.
First, it's really important that we have access to testing when someone is symptomatic. So if you're symptomatic and your provider, doctor, primary care provider believes that you need a test, it's really important for people who are symptomatic to be able to get tests. It's really important for people who need a test to travel, to go back to work, or to go back to school. The utility of testing in asymptomatic people who've been vaccinated and boosted is really quite limited.
Again, for the people in the back, if you do not have symptoms, particularly if you don't have symptoms and are vaccinated and boosted, and if you do not need to travel back to work or school, you do not need a test. Feeling symptoms of COVID, that's who should be getting in line.